Greetings, Winston Prep students. Actually, you're all Landmark College students. Welcome to Unit 2. Before I get into Unit 2 and I give an overview and give you some ideas about what's going to happen in Unit 2, let me step back and just say, great work on Unit 1. Good job of getting familiar with how the course works, what my expectations are, how to do these assignments. There's always a learning curve at the beginning of any college class. What's expected? And how do I go about approaching this class? All of you have kind of gone through that process with Unit 1, figuring out who I am and what I expect. And now, great job with that. Let's move on to Unit 2. Let me go over an overview of Unit 2. Then I'll talk about kind of an order of operations and how you can get into a flow and see the kind of schedule of the next unit. And then I'll talk about some things to come that aren't on Unit 2 just yet. The overview. We're going to cover 4 chapters in Unit 2. We're going to cover Chapter 4 on listening. We're going to cover Chapter 5 on verbal messages. We're going to cover Chapter 6, nonverbal messages, and Chapter 7 is on conversation and how conversation works. With that said, these are all things that we do every day in our lives. And so as you read these chapters, think about what you can use, what you can apply to your life, what's most useful, what's not useful, and really think about how can I use these specific communication behaviors to be more effective in my everyday life. So that's an overview of Unit 2. How's this unit going to unfold? You're really going to have 3 tasks every week, and the week should start off with you using and performing the glossary. Now, the glossary is sort of a beginning task to the chapter. Think of it as pre-reading, skimming through, finding terms, finding concepts from the chapter, and entering those into the glossary. So it's really kind of a skim through the chapter. What's in there? The glossaries will be due at the beginning of the week. The second thing that's due every week will be a primary post. The primary post is the same for each chapter. The questions are the same. And it's really what I'm trying to do in the primary post is empower you to answer 4 questions. 1, what is the most valuable concept in your opinion in the chapter? 2, what's the least valuable concept in the chapter? I don't like this concept. It's not useful. 3, confusing. If you're confused about something, tell us that. And the 4th is kind of referring back to what I just said. What's the one concept you could use, you could apply, you could walk out today and try, practice, use, get better at? And so when we think about communication behaviors, they are just that. They are choices and behaviors that we make. And so that 4th question is sort of, what can I use? What can I go do with to make more effective communication? So glossary, primary post with those 4 questions. At the end of the week, you'll have a quiz. So the quiz on the chapter, end of the week, those are due by Friday. And then over the weekend and due on Monday will be your secondary post. That's where you'll get in, read your peers' work, and comment. What I'd like you to do on your secondary post is find people who had differing opinions than you do. Read them, comment, and engage in discussion. And so you'll see all those expectations in the assignment specs. And so read that, and secondary posts will be the last part of the week. So to recap on the order: glossary, primary post, quiz, secondary post. And that's how this unit will unfold. The other thing in terms of the schedule is take note that the unit ends around Thanksgiving. we're going to keep pace. We're going to not shut down class because we're on a holiday. You're still going to have work due during that Thanksgiving week, so plan accordingly. Plan accordingly. We're all away on holiday, but we'll still stay true to the class and keep working. What else? Some other things to come in this unit. You'll notice that I haven't posted any screencasts or lectures. Those I will put up in addition to help people understand the reading and what they're reading about. I'll also try to do screencasts on what is confusing to you, what I could elaborate on. I'm always willing to answer any questions about any subject or ideas that you have, and I'm happy to answer questions. I'm really wide open to that. Things to come. I would like to do a test analysis on Unit Test 1 and kind of get you to reflect on how you studied and how you worked. I'm working on a design for that, so that you'll probably see that in this unit, to do a test analysis and figure out, why did I make those mistakes? How can I study better? And how can I improve my learning to be more successful in tests? The other thing is I've uploaded the PowerPoints for each chapter, so you can use those as a guide to help you with your reading, potentially take notes, and really help you follow along with the ideas in the text. Overall, again, think about in this unit, what can you use? How can you apply these things to your life to be a more effective communicator? And how these things can be useful to you. More than a lengthy opening message than I wanted, but I hope everyone's doing well. I congratulate you on completing Unit 1, and now we're moving on to Unit 2. Great job, class. Keep it up. And lastly, let me know how I can help you. Office hours, one-on-one, ask me questions. I'm here to help, and you should advocate for yourself on how I can best do that. So let me know how I can help. Be well, good luck in Unit 2, and I wish everyone the best.